Welcome back. कौन बनेगा मुख्यमंत्री is the next battle for Maharashtra. Who will be the chief minister of Maharashtra? BJP Shiv Sena alliance likely. Who will be the chief minister? Before that, let's bring you all the VIPs who won and lost here in Maharashtra. Devendra Fadnavis, leader of the BJP president and CM post contender from Vidarbha. He's won from Nagpur Southwest, was a mayor at the age of 26, could become chief minister at 44. But in a hung assembly, his chances might decline a bit. We'll have to see how that plays out. Also leading, Eknath Khadse wants to be chief minister. Maratha leader, ex-finance irrigation minister, Muktai Nagar in northern Maharashtra. He is the one who didn't want an alliance with the Shiv Sena. So maybe now his chances also reduce as a result of the BJP's position. Chhagan Bhujbal, OBC leader, controversial ex-deputy chief minister. Bhujbal wins from his pocket borough of Yeola. If you go to Nashik, I think it should be renamed as Bhujbal Nagar. Wherever you go, there's a Bhujbal imprint on the city of Nashik. Then you've got the other candidates that we've got. Vinod Taude, opposition leader and council, made an electoral battle, fought from Borivali in Mumbai. First victory on his debut election. He may be willing to tie up in a sense with someone else to see if a Pankaja Munde or someone else can be chief minister. Whether he can be himself is unlikely, perhaps. Pankaja Munde, as I said, Gopinath Munde's daughter, possibly openly told headlines today, the other day, it would be an honor to be chief minister. Remember, her father died tragically in a car accident 5 months ago. Will she get the benefit of some sympathy factor, or is she simply too young and a greenhorn and will not be ready really for chief ministership at this stage? Leading at the moment from Karad South, I'm told he's almost won now, is Prithviraj Chavan, ex-chief minister, was fighting a tough battle there, a strong rebel candidate who had won several times, but Prithviraj Chavan likely now to go through. Other heavyweights in Maharashtra and in Haryana who we are looking at. Narayan Rane has lost. Campaign committee chief, ex-chief minister, was then with the Shiv Sena, switched to the Congress, controversial as ever. He has lost from his bastion of Kudal in the Konkan. The next candidate, Shiv Sena breaking. The story that we are getting, breaking news that's coming in. Meanwhile, R.R. Patil, ex-home minister, ex-deputy chief minister, controversial, is leading in Tasgaon. But the big story, BJP Shiv Sena is fighting over the chief minister's post. Sanjay Raut, editor of Samna and someone who's close to Uddhav Thackeray, has said that the Shiv Sena has every right to demand for the chief minister. We won a lot of seats. The CM must be from the Sena, is what Sanjay Raut has told headlines today. Listen in to what Sanjay Raut told us just a short while ago.
महाराष्ट्र के नतीजे हंग असेंबली की तरफ बढ़ते जा रहे हैं और आखिरकार अब सरकार किसकी बनेगी? बीजेपी के साथ क्या शिवसेना जाएगी और क्या शिवसेना मुख्यमंत्री पद को लेकर अपनी भूमिका रखेगी? इस पर बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ शिवसेना के नेता और सांसद संजय राउत मौजूद है। संजय जी, क्या आपको अपेक्षा थी कि इस तरीके का परफॉर्मेंस होगा, शिवसेना का परफॉर्मेंस इतना रहेगा और बीजेपी 111 तक सिमट जाएगी?
नहीं, हमें लगता था कि ये हमारा परफॉर्मेंस इससे भी अच्छा रहेगा, ये हमारी उम्मीद थी। हमें लगता था कि उससे भी अच्छे नतीजे आ सकते थे, लेकिन आपको मालूम होगा कि शिवसेना महाराष्ट्र में 2 सत्ताधारियों से लड़ रही थी। एक तो केंद्र की सत्ता जिनके पास है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी, हमारे मित्र थे। पूरे प्रधानमंत्री के साथ दिल्ली की पूरा केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल,
पूरी फौज आई थी उनकी।
हाँ, पूरी फौज। फिर जहाँ जहाँ उनके राज्य है वहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री, वहाँ के मंत्री, पूरे सांसदगण, पूरे विधायक पूरे देश में से यहाँ आके बैठे थे। सत्ता की ताकत तो होती है कुछ जगह पे। और महाराष्ट्र में कांग्रेस एनसीपी की सत्ता थी 15 साल से, तो दोनों बाजू में हमारे खिलाफ 2 सत्ताधारी थे और शिवसेना का जो शेर है वो बीच में था। फिर भी हमने जी जान से, एक जिगर से यहाँ लड़ाई की है और हम यहाँ तक पहुँच गए हैं। हमारे
आगे क्या, ये सवाल है, क्योंकि अभी जो स्थिति दिख रही है उससे लगता है कि शिवसेना और बीजेपी साथ में आएगी तभी महाराष्ट्र में सरकार बन पाए।
नहीं, अभी तो ये हंग असेंबली है, त्रिशंकु है, पूरी तरह से त्रिशंकु है। महाराष्ट्र की जनता ने ना किसी को विजयी किया है, ना किसी को पराभूत किया है। जनता ने महाराष्ट्र,
जनता का जो निर्णय है वो कांग्रेस एनसीपी के खिलाफ तो साफ नजर आ रहा है ना। सत्ताधारी पार्टियां 90 के नीचे यहाँ पर आकर सिमट गई।
हाँ, उनके खिलाफ तो है, लेकिन क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है उस बारे में फैसला तो हम अभी नहीं ले सकते। आज शाम तक या कल तक उद्धव जी क्या निर्णय लेते हैं हम उनसे बात करेंगे। लेकिन हमारी भी जो फिगर है वो इतनी बुरी फिगर नहीं है। इतनी दोनों जगह से हम लड़ रहे थे अकेले।
तो आपकी अपेक्षा है मुख्यमंत्री पद आपको मिले?
राजनीति में कुछ भी हो सकता है, जो हमारा लोकतंत्र है। यहाँ कोई भी बात असंभव नहीं है, इतना मैं कहूँगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के भी आंकड़े बहुत बड़े हैं, मैं मानता हूँ, फिर भी सब मिलाकर अगर हम देखें तो हमारे भी आंकड़े उम्मीद से कम है, लेकिन इतने भी कम नहीं है।
मुख्यमंत्री पद की अपेक्षा आपकी रहेगी?
क्यों नहीं रहेगी? मुख्यमंत्री पद की अपेक्षा क्यों नहीं रहेगी? राजनीति में सभी पर्याय होते हैं, सभी विकल्प होते हैं, लेकिन उद्धव जी के लिए और पार्टी के लिए, हम सब के लिए यूनाइटेड महाराष्ट्र, अखंड महाराष्ट्र, ये जो हमारी भूमिका लेके हम यहाँ फाइट की है, हम उसे कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करेंगे। महाराष्ट्र की अस्मिता और महाराष्ट्र का विकास, इस मुद्दे पे हम किसी भी तरह से कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करेंगे।
हमसे बात करने।
Okay, so there's Sanjay Raut still holding out hope for the Shiv Sena that they would like to negotiate, possibly for the Chief Minister's post, unlikely, but then all kinds of permutation. Deputy Chief Minister or 2.5 years for the Shiv Sena and BJP. All options possibly open. Remember, BJP has candidates Vinod Tawde, Devendra Fadnavis, Nitin Gadkari, Pankaja Munde, all potential candidates for the Chief Ministership of Maharashtra. If you were a betting man, Siddharth Bhatia, who do you think would become the Chief Minister of Maharashtra?
Actually, I'm just going to throw 10 rupees on the table.
Yes.
Completely illogical perhaps,
Yes.
but I would put my money on Mr. Fadnavis.
10 rupees only, but
Only 10
yeah, 10 rupees is not enough. 10 rupees on
But
the
I
table
might
you're throwing.
put only 3 rupees elsewhere.
That's right,
because
okay.
the simple reason is
Yes.
that
And one
I
name-
think the top leadership of the BJP does want him.
Yes.
But if he comes in, there will be serious constraints put on him by the Shiv Sena's ministries.
Okay.
And also there will be checks and balances and certain assurances they'll have to give. No Vidarbha. And
That's the
Shiv
problem
Sena-
because he was openly campaigning for Vidarbha. So
As-
Vidarbha-
as
one
most
name-
Nagpur
as most
people do.
BJP leaders from, yes, you want to throw a name also,
It's
10
your home
rupees.
state, but it's just because it's
Yeah,
so
10 rupees.
unlikely. I was thinking of Mr. Prakash Javadekar.
No, Prakash.
No.
Prakash Javadekar is very
Just
happy.
because
Why
he's-
do you want the few Maharashtrians who are happy in Delhi to go back to Mumbai? You know, that's a terrible
A
thing.
lightweight from the centre.
Seshadri Chari, my friends from Mumbai are happy in Delhi.
I'm glad you didn't suggest Rajdeep Sardesai.
I know somebody has on Twitter put, why doesn't Rajdeep Sardesai go as
If
Chief
you only
Minister of
want a
Maharashtra?
Maharashtrian name,
We'll
please
go
ask-
back. No,
come-
that
coming
won't
down to
happen.
that.
I belong to the wrong caste. Won't happen.
No, Javadekar, if Mr. Modi is following the old Congress style high command politics, you send someone from the
A
centre
relative
who doesn't have a...
Relative lightweight.
he
Interesting.
fits
Okay,
it.
we will not rule out anyone. We will not rule out anyone at the moment in the race. But Mr. Javadekar, who knows? Who knows what happens tomorrow? But it would seem that it would be someone from the legislature party is the sense one is getting from sources at the moment in Maharashtra. But someone joining us is Yogendra Yadav, old friend of mine and someone who has now joined and switched over to politics, Aam Aadmi Party member who knows Haryana better than anyone else. And Yogendra, while we've focused incessantly on my home state of Maharashtra, maybe we need to peek at Haryana because what has happened in Haryana is truly dramatic. The BJP is closing in on 50 seats. They will get a majority of their own for their first time. And you know, it's a remarkable performance. What do you attribute the BJP's great success, Yogendra, in Haryana to?
Rajdeep, this is truly a realigning election which changed the fundamental equations of politics in this state for a long time to come. In Haryana, if you remember, Rajdeep, they used to say BJP is a GT road party.
Yogendra, I'm sorry
from
to
Delhi,
trouble you.
Sonipat, Panipat.
Yogendra, I hate to interrupt you, but Nitin Gadkari is speaking. Let's listen in and I'll come back to you.
इनको चाय वगैरह पिलाएंगे पानी मिठाई देश के बाहर खड़े रहते अच्छा नहीं लगता
नहीं सर आपका शुरू से अध्यक्ष थे तब से
हो जाएगा सर, इसलिए बोल रही हूँ, शुरू कर दीजिए।
बस 2 मिनट रुकिए मैम लाइव लग गया
मुझे मतलब आपसे बुलेटिन से नहीं है मैं आपके घर के बाहर खड़े इसलिए सम्मान के लिए आया हूँ
आई नो सर।
पर आप ये खड़े रहते अच्छा नहीं लगता
बोल दे ड्राइवर बोलो
हर एक चैनल के साथ लाइव कर दीजिए ना, गेस्ट लाइव सीधा स्टूडियो से।
न,
व्हाई नॉट सर?
एक बार मैं कह देता हूँ फिर आप
सर हम लोग अपने घरों से सुबह 4 बजे निकले और 5 बजे मैं जावड़ेकर जी के घर के सामने थी और सर यहाँ पे
Give to take questions, but clearly his smile indicates that he's pretty happy with what's happened. But Yogendra Yadav, you were speaking about the Haryana election and why you believe it's a historic election in Haryana.
Because BJP is no longer what it used to be called, the GT Road Party. You know, it used to be a very tiny player with something 2 to 4 seats, about 10% votes. It used to be a party confined largely to urban areas and predominantly among the Punjabi communities, Punjabi and a few upper caste communities. Today's verdict decisively shifts that away. It's an all Haryana party with deep pockets in rural Haryana, with the support base cutting across various communities, not evenly, but cutting across communities. So that's a decisive change. Haryana has, after 10 years now, a government with clear majority. Something that would, and this is an election which would change the enduring patterns of politics because of the presence of BJP and with the possibility of elimination of INLD and Congress. I use the word elimination carefully here. INLD faces a crisis of existence. Yes, it has done better than Congress this time, but they badly needed to win this election in order to simply survive. Mr. Chautala is in jail, so is his elder son. The younger son faces a similar case, and the grandson has lost his election. I do not know if INLD would be able to survive as a party for the next 5 years. Congress at the moment is just about 20% vote share, and history tells us, Rajdeep, that wherever in the country Congress has gone below 20%, it has never recovered. So there is a serious possibility that long-term patterns of politics may be changed.
And yet your party, and yet if I may say so, if I may say so, the Aam Aadmi Party didn't want to even contest Haryana and take advantage of the seeming anti-Hooda vote. I'll come to that in a moment because Mr. Gadkari is now speaking again. Listen in.
मैं जिस क्षेत्र से आया हूँ उस नागपुर जिले में लगभग एक फॉर्म हमारा रिजेक्ट हुआ था, वह 100% सीटें हमने जीती हैं। 12 में से 11 सीटें मिली है मेरे लोकसभा क्षेत्र में, और बाकी जगह वहाँ की जनता का भी मैं जो विश्वास उन्होंने बताया उसके लिए निश्चित रूप से आभार मानता हूँ। जहाँ तक भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बात है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जो एक विकास की नई लहर देश में चल रही है और लोगों के मन में जो अपेक्षा हमारे केंद्र की सरकार ने निर्माण की है, उस अपेक्षा को निश्चित रूप में लोगों ने उसको समर्थन करके हमको ये समर्थन दिया है। और मेरा विश्वास है कि आने वाले दिनों में महंगाई कम होगी, देश विकास की ओर बढ़ेगा, बेरोजगारों को रोजगार मिलेगा और जो अपेक्षा है जनता की वो पूरी होगी। जहाँ तक महाराष्ट्र की बात है, निश्चित रूप से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी और हम 6 बजे हमारे पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड की मीटिंग है। हमारी लगातार आपस में चर्चाएं शुरू है और हमारे अध्यक्ष अमित शाह आगे के बारे में, इसके बारे में जो भी निर्णय है वो घोषित करेंगे।
क्या शिवसेना के साथ या किसके साथ जाएंगे?
देखिए, 6 बजे हमारे पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड की मीटिंग है और मीटिंग में राजनीतिक स्थिति का पूरी तरह से आकलन करके हमारा पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड और हमारे अध्यक्ष प्रधानमंत्री जी सबसे बात करके उचित निर्णय करेंगे और 6 बजे के बाद आपको निर्णय
नेचुरल है। आपके शिवसेना रही है, इतने सालों से गठबंधन रहा है, तो उनके साथ कंफर्ट है आपको?
देखिए, पहली बात तो ऐसी मैं जो आपको बता रहा हूँ कि स्वाभाविक रूप से हमारी पार्टी में इन सब बातों का विचार चल रहा है और हम आपस में भी लगातार मिल रहे, चर्चाएं कर रहे हैं और निश्चित रूप से 6 बजे तक सबसे चर्चा करके इसके बारे में पार्टी अपनी अधिकृत भूमिका निश्चित जाहिर करेगी। मैं आपको इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा कि हमारे पार्टी में आपस में डिस्कशन चल रहा है, बाकी भी स्थिति का हम अवलोकन कर रहे हैं, नतीजे अभी तक पूरे लगे नहीं हैं और जिसके बाद संख्या एक बार निश्चित हो जाने के बाद 6 बजे हमारे पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड की मीटिंग में
मुख्यमंत्री पद के लिए आपको लगता है अब चीजें जो रिजल्ट आ गया है कि मुख्यमंत्री बन के जाने के तैयार हैं?
देखो, मैं पहले ही आपको बता चुका हूँ, बार बार बता चुका हूँ कि मैं दिल्ली में खुश हूँ और दिल्ली में मैं अच्छा काम कर रहा हूँ और मुझे यहाँ बहुत अच्छे काम करने का मौका मिला है और मैं देश के लिए गंगा जैसे बड़े बड़े प्रकल्पों का काम करना चाहता हूँ और इसलिए बहुत पहले से मैंने कहा है कि मैं महाराष्ट्र में जाना नहीं चाहता। पार्टी इसके बारे में जो भी पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड है और हमारे नेता है उसका उचित निर्णय करेंगे और उसकी घोषणा 6 बजे के बाद होगी।
Welcome back. 2 states, not the film, but the real thing. The elections have gone squarely the way of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I want to get 2 quick comments from you, Yogendra Yadav, because we are short of time. First, Do you regret, given what has happened in Haryana, that the Aam Aadmi Party didn't contest anger against Mr. Huda's government? You could have capitalized on it like you did in Punjab. Do you regret that the Aam Aadmi Party didn't contest Haryana?
Any political party would regret not participating in election. This is not a happy choice, but this was a deeply debated within party. Not that our workers didn't want to, but we sat together, we took a collective decision, and the decision was, before we go to Delhi, which is crucial for us, we do not want to contest an assembly election in any state. Now, the wisdom of the decision would be known once the Delhi elections are held, and I sincerely hope that today's decision would give BJP the courage to now hold elections in Delhi.
That's an interesting point. When will elections in Delhi be held? But the other point, Yogendra Yadav, is give me the big takeaway. Now, I don't want you to be an Aam Aadmi Party leader for once. Try and be what you were best at, a political scientist and a psephologist, political scientist. What is your big takeaway? Can I safely say that my big headline at 2 p.m. today is the BJP has now emerged as the dominant force of Indian politics, and the Congress now is in danger of losing its hold across large parts of the country?
Three big takeaways at three levels. One, of course, is a shift in balance of power in favor of the ruling coalition, in favor of BJP within the coalition, and in favor of Modi Shah within the BJP. It has positive and negative both. Two, in the long run, there is a realignment taking place. BJP is becoming a national party in electoral realignment, and Congress faces a serious threat of being marginalized, being pushed under. As I was saying earlier, in states where Congress has fallen below 20%, it has not recovered in the last 2 decades. That's second. And third takeaway is that while BJP is succeeding, the cost of success is in more Congressization of the BJP. BJP imports leaders from Congress, imports style of politics from Congress, and it's a deliberate strategy of not having any agenda. So in the long run, while BJP fills a space, the space for political alternatives still remains, there is still a vacuum there.
Okay, the third takeaway might be seen as an Aam Aadmi Party point, the Congressification of the BJP. Yes,
if that was the case, why did the Congress not win? If the people are the same, if the strategy is the same,
the BJP has been cleverer. The BJP has had a cleverer political strategy. They've got a national leader whom people see is more credible than what the Congress has to offer.
That means the political strategy, the political narrative, the ideology, the way of working, the methodology, everything differs.
Okay, we will see. Remember, this is just one day in Indian elections, but clearly the year 2014 has belonged to the Bharatiya Janata Party, and more significantly to two individuals, Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. One the brand ambassador and one the election strategist. Not my words, the words of a BJP leader on this program, Mahabattle. That's it for now. In a moment, Rahul Kanwal will join you and take you through what promises to be an exciting afternoon and evening as we now find or begin the search for who will be the chief ministers of Haryana and Maharashtra. Just enough time to thank all my panelists here. And if you've been watching, thank you so much for watching. It's time for my Sunday lunch, and hope you've had a good lunch too. Goodbye.